Let's talk more unhelpful thought patterns, and today we're going to talk about false permanence. False permanence is kind of how it sounds. It's thinking that things are far more permanent than they actually are. Think, I'll never live this down, or I'll never love again. I'll never find somebody who loves me the way that they did. Honestly, I wish somebody had told me this about my college boyfriend, because do I give a flying about what that guy is up to? No, not in the least. He was like a short, stomp down boy, and I'm never gonna see him in my life again. It wasn't the end of me being loved, and it certainly wasn't the end of my love life or me being happy. In that moment, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was so heartbroken. This isn't to say that you won't experience disappointments, embarrassment, or heartbreak, but it is to say nothing lasts forever, so that's the positive, right? False permanence comes with failing to remember that things will let up, that bad situations don't stay bad forever. Just because you are depressed now doesn't mean it's going to be like that in a year or even a month or two from now. It doesn't mean that you'll never love again, that you'll never have another job, that you'll never find a better job, and it negates the fact that better things can take the place of what has left. False permanence as a thinking pattern can also have the impact of not allowing yourself to excuse past mistakes or not forgiving yourself for mistakes you've made, because, i.e., I'll never live this down. I've made a drastic error and I will forever be paying for it. I want to tie this into spirituality because I think it's so interesting. Like, I did this whole series because I wanted to talk about how better to hone your intuition, and that you need to know these unhelpful thought patterns and your beliefs, especially your core beliefs, your limiting core beliefs, especially, to be able to navigate through what is my anxiety and what is my intuition. And I think especially when it comes to spirituality, a big tenet is detachment. And if we don't think that something better is going to come along, if we think that we've ruined any chance that we've ever had to have like this specific thing, maybe let's talk about love again, then we're really holding ourselves in this limited being and space, right? Because we're not allowing the other possibilities to flourish and shine here. Based on false permanence, we might stay in a job that we are depressed in, that we hate, that is running us ragged and is asking and requiring way too much of us. We might stay in a relationship that is draining our energy and our life source. We might never move out of our hometown because we feel like we'll never make it or we won't be able to provide for ourselves in a different environment. Like, think about making friends in a new place. Like, okay, I haven't made friends yet. It's been a month. I'm never going to make friends. But like, is that true? It might be, but the likelihood is very much no. The likelihood is that you will make friends and it will just take some more time. So we can't get stuck in these all and never and nothing places, because it really limits what we could be or see or have for ourselves. Nothing is permanent and nothing lasts forever. So remember that next time you tell yourself that you'll never do X, Y, and Z, because as long as you have the motive and you can learn more about what you want to do, you can do anything. Although I've mentioned it, specific ways to combat false permanence is to just tell yourself, this isn't the end. There's still more options. There's still more possibilities that happen after this. Another tool is to double check, like fact check yourself. Is this true? Is this thought I'm having right now, I will never live this down? Is it true? And then go ahead and like put yourself in future use scenario. If you're in high school and you have something happen, maybe that's a bad example. If you are 20 and you have an embarrassing experience with a person, is it true that you'll never live this down? At 35, are you going to be sitting there worried and stuck on the scenario that happened embarrassing when you were 20 something? Maybe, maybe not. But if you are, we probably have to work on other unhelpful coping skills or unhelpful thought patterns that you're currently working with. And I'll say, especially when it comes to something like depression, one thing that's always gotten me not out of depression, but through, like helped drag me through my depressive episodes or situational depression, was that this feeling is not going to last forever. This place I'm in, the environment around me, the scenario, the things that are happening to me, the things that are happening for me are not going to be the always case. And also another way to combat this is to kind of look at it as, is this happening to me or is it happening for me? Because often we can get stuck in this kind of negativity about, this is paining me, it's hurting me, I will never get over it, versus saying, how can I use this experience to better myself for the next job, for the next relationship, for the next opportunity? What we're not going to do around here is play into this Romeo and Juliet all is lost scenario. What have you told yourself you'll never recover from or never live down? And then you've done exactly that. You've been able to recover from it, and it's a distant memory that holds no weight or bearing for where you are today in your life. I'll go a step further to say, how many times have you had something happen that you thought you would never live down, and actually something way greater and more beautiful came into your life to replace that thing you thought you lost, you thought that you would never get over? Nothing lasts forever, babe. Make sure you're following me for more unhelpful thought patterns, as well as other spiritual wellness and education that you didn't even know you needed, but that's going to help you tap into your highest and best power and highest and greatest self. I'll see you later. Bye.